when they're all here in the front, it's really, we can hear it's loud, it's noisy, the kids are active.
Okay.
They're kids.
Yeah, makes
But
sense.
when they come on the side here, I just can't hear my clients.
Okay.
And that's not fair to me.
Yeah,
I
no,
have
I understand that.
Right to have peaceful and quiet
Listen,
enjoyment.
I understand.
I'm sorry, my heart's thumping.
No, you're fine, just breathe.
I just didn't know she was going to actually get physical with me.
With the other sign?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's not cool. You don't get physical. I mean, that's ridiculous.
She just threw it?
No, she whipped it at me. Okay. I mean, she didn't.
Showing her sign, like almost like she wants to. She went and bought a little private property sign and she stuck it in there. So she has the sign and she's basically like ramming the sign in my face. And then when she went to pick it back up, I picked the sign up and I threw the sign. I literally picked the sign up and as I walked off, I threw the sign. I said, and I can go and buy a sign too. It still doesn't mean anything. At that point, I guess she's already on the phone and I'm being attacked. Someone's attacking me. I'm literally in the street now, perceiving this over here. Everybody's standing.
Where this happened?
Right over here behind the mailbox.
Okay.
Yeah, she didn't touch that lady. She just took the thing out the ground and that was it.
What thing?
The thing, the no trespassing thing, but she didn't touch her. No, she didn't throw it at her leg. She did not throw the damn thing.
That's what London said, because London was a...
No, she didn't throw it.
No, she kind of tossed it.
She just set it down, and the lady just happened to be there. She didn't throw it at the lady. She didn't touch the lady or nothing.
But even...
And all she did was tell the lady to stop yelling at her kids. That lady yells at everybody's kids out here.
Okay. Well, I mean, I wouldn't go over there anymore.
Due to an ongoing dispute between Susan Lawrence and her neighbor A.J. Owens, police have been called at least 6 times. Other neighbors said Susan would constantly shout at children, and Susan would claim she was being harassed by them.
Funny because I'm the one that never comes outside and says anything to her. But today, I just happened to feel like, first of all, before she moved there, this big open space right here, all the kids, they like to play kickball, football, and it's what she moves in. I don't want y'all playing over here. This is private property, so they don't play there. Okay, fine. I told my kids at least. They're playing over there, y'all don't go. Okay? So we have a dog, and she's always taking pictures of the kids. Oh, I'm going to call the police and have you guys arrested. Always bagging the kids. So some kids come over there, stay away from here, don't. Whatever. So we have a dog. My kids take the dog out. The other day she tells my son, I'm going to have you arrested and you're going to jail. He's 8, so he's terrified. He won't even walk the dog anymore.
Just let her know all that.
Okay. So she's terrified. He won't even walk the dog anymore. So I had my 11-year-old take the dog out now. So he was walking the dog on this side. Now you live on this side, okay? You don't want him over here, fine, but this is joint area. You can't tell them they can't walk him on this side. So he's walking the dog and he's all the way back towards the fence. I'm standing here on my phone. She comes outside to go to the car or something. She sees him. Oh, I told you I'm going to have you arrested. I'm going to have you arrested today. She has her phone out like she's taking this picture of her. Now he's trying to run back across the street. So I said, I'm sorry, what are you saying to me? And so I go over there. This is my private property. They can't have the dog over here. I told her, first of all, he's not on your property. He's on this side. You don't own it. And even if he was on the site, you don't own this either. You're renting this just like I rent over here, just like they rent over there. You don't own this. You can't tell them technically if they're not in your personal space that they can't walk the dog or even throw their football over here.
Kids keep running back and forth over here. When the kids are out front, it's really noisy. The way my apartment's set up, you can see it ends here. They're screaming, yelling. I don't get a break from the kids at all. I don't have children. I've asked them, please, the kids all live on that side of the street. For some reason, they love to play over here. I'm like, guys.
Probably because it's open.
I understand that. I have migraines, horrible migraines. I had a very bad car wreck, had my neck fused. I need more back surgery. I don't want to hear these children. I've asked them, please, keep the kids away. There's other places they can play. They don't have to play here. They're screaming, yelling at me, telling the kids are not hurting anybody. The kids, they're not damaging anything. Well, they're damaging me because the migraines are so bad. Most days I can barely stand. I'm on Pyramate. I'm on Furosets. I'm on Sumatriptan. It's horrible for me. I'm in pain. I don't hear the children. I'm not trying to be a but, it's not fun.
Okay. Well, have you talked to your landlord?
Yes. There's no trespassing sign.
Okay.
you know, and they're saying that this guy is giving them okay to be on the property. He doesn't own the property. Someone up in North Carolina owns the property. I'm a real estate agent. Looked them up. So I don't know where they're getting their information from. It's just not true. I don't want to be intimidated by them screaming and yelling at me, telling me I'm a bitch, calling me Karen. They're calling me names. Really, we're going to, devolve to this simple bullying. I don't want to face this.
They stole the do not trespass sign. They've been coming, throwing bottles of water against my sliding glass door. They've actually banged on the door so hard they broke the, the casing around the door. And I walk out of my truck, they're screaming at me. As soon as I walk to the truck, they come up to me and just scream like idiots. And I finally lost my nerve today. I just couldn't take it anymore. I called the kids retards. Then the mother comes screaming at me, "Don't call my children retards. I'm going to put you in a nursing home." Like, why? I don't understand what's wrong with these people over here. I've never had an area where I lived in where they've been so, aberrant in behavior.
Right.
Is there anything I can do with these people?
Since January 2021, Susan would make allegations that the local children were harassing her. But other neighbors would tell police it was the other way round, and that Susan was the one intimidating children when they were playing.
Getting it all recorded and documented.
Mm-hmm.
That way, when we do come there, then it's not the neighbors, "Oh, he said, she said" type thing. You have video evidence of, like, if you have an outside camera, the kids throwing, stuff at your house, or, anything in that, or if you're getting out of your truck or going to your truck and they're doing that, just, if you have a smartphone, just start recording and say, "Hey, what? I'm recording y'all of y'all's actions," and try to keep a level head with it and everything like that. And then just tell them, like, if y'all keep continuing, law enforcement will be involved. And then that way you have that video and everything like that. That way when we get there, neighbors are not siding with her side or anything like that. So we have...
I had my truck parked in front here, so I didn't have to listen to the screaming and yelling. As soon as I moved the truck, the kids are coming up. I'm like, "Guys, stop." They know they're not supposed to be over here. They've been told many times. They've previously stole the trespassing sign. And a little kid tells me to shut up to my face. I said, "Don't be disrespectful to me." And he's exchanging words back and forth. I'm like, "Listen, my name is Dr. Williams. Don't tell me to shut up." And he was calling me names. I'm like, No, we're not going to do that. I said, "Go wherever you live." All of a sudden, I hear knock. His mother comes over here. "If you treat my son like that again, I'm going to rip your ass out and go beat you up." Excuse me? I don't bloody well think so. And I said, "See that no trespassing sign? Get off my porch." And no, I'm not going to. I said, "No, I'm calling the sheriff's department." And I don't know who the hell she was, but...
Do you know where she lives?
I guess somewhere in there.
Do you know what she looks like?
She was a black woman, 20s, 30s, but I'm not going to take this.
Now we're clear.
Were you the guys that this lady was mad about?
Yes, and I just want to say that every time, like, even if we're not...
Hold on. Let's bring it down.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're okay.
Every time, even if we're not on her property, and we're just, like being loud and playing basketball over there because there's a basketball hoop.
I got you.
Like, she just calls us names.
Okay.
Yeah, like literally, literally all the kids, because that's an open spot right there.
Yeah.
All that is not her property.
I got
The
you.
guy that I was just telling this officer right here, this guy has said numerous times, "Y'all come over here and play," because they all like to play football and stuff.
Okay.
So she's okay with it, and that's where they mainly are. They're more on his side.
What kind of names is she calling you guys?
The B word.
The B word.
The P word. Every word in the book. Like, one time the kids were playing right there, and it was his dad outside. And then she came out yelling at
Cowboy?
Yeah, my dad.
She came out yelling, and she was talking about a little girl getting raped and stuff. Like, she's crazy. Like, she'll come out just yelling about...
she just says weird... Like, I have said stuff to her before because one time I just happened to come outside, and she was calling them... I'm like, "Hey, like, relax."
Yeah.
I'm like, "These are kids here."
But if you guys have permission to be over there, then, I can't really get on you guys too much. But if someone's going on her property, which is just her porch, it's not okay. I'm not saying you did. She's claiming you did. Yeah. I wasn't here to see it, so I can't I can't go one way or the other, all right? If she starts screaming at you guys, I want you to go tell an adult, okay? I don't want you to antagonize her, okay? Because what happens is when you guys antagonize her, she can make you guys look bad. And you guys are just out here playing, all right?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Aggravated.
Okay, so what's going on?
Okay, I've got young ladies who just keep coming by and think it's hysterical while I'm working to bring their animals and scream while I'm on the phone. There's signs no trespassing by the windows for a reason. There's no trespassing because they can't be here. And then they're standing there telling me, okay, count more. Enough. They need to be trespassed the hell out of here.
So what I'm looking at, where they're at, you can't trespass anybody from that location.
They're right in front of my windows.
But here is showing them in the parking lot.
The whole area, this whole thing is private property.
Yes. The issue is that the parking lot is a common area.
But they don't live here.
If they live in the park and they just cut through the parking lot,
No, they're not in the parking lot. They're on the grass.
that's technically part of the parking lot. So unless they're like in here or
But this is
in this
all
grass.
part of the whole thing is private property. You understand this whole development is private. Even the road
Yes.
is private. Okay? I have my real estate license, trust me. This is all private. Even the road is privately owned by the owners in this development. Okay? So everything is private, all privately owned.
Well, first of all, you can't trespass somebody from a road.
Okay, but they were still on the property that's private.
The other main issue is they're not here, so I can't trespass them anymore. I have sole control over the parking lot. There's 4 people here.
Yeah, but those children don't live here. I mean, they literally live across the street on the other side. They don't.
I understand what you're telling me, and I get it, but you don't have sole power to say, hey, they can't be in this parking lot.
But he's asked them to leave. I mean, you can call Charles. I mean,
I'm just telling you it's trespassing. It's the first time's civil these days. It doesn't become criminal until they're warned.
okay, but he's already told them no trespassing.
Who's he?
All right, and he's just trespassing right now.
Can I talk to you for a second? When are you done?
He's trespassing. He's trespassing.
He came over to come ask us a question.
And he's been
What do you need us to do? What do you want us to do?
tell the girls not to come. They can't come on when I'm on the phone.
Okay.
I mean, literally, they cannot come on when I'm on the phone.
I mean, I can talk to them if I can figure out who they are, but...
I mean, he needs to get... Because he's screaming all the time, too.
Okay.
He just needs to get off.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I just don't know what to do with these kids. I mean, it's ridiculousness at this point. I mean, they can't come when I'm on the phone. It's a HIPAA violation. I mean, what do I do with these children?
Are you inside the house?
I'm inside the house.
Can they hear you on the phone?
Absolutely.
How can they hear you on the phone?
Because I told them to leave and they told me to go off and I can hear them through the window.
So they can hear your phone
Oh yeah,
conversation.
absolutely.
The only thing I can suggest would be maybe try and soundproof the room so they don't hear the phone call. I'm trying to give you options. I can't control everybody 100% of the time.
Something I am. That's when I figure she's not over there, because every time the kids are playing here, we're doing jump ropes, whatever. She gets her vehicle, she goes like, I'm like, lady, you gotta be careful. You know what I mean? That's when I say like.
Was it your kids that came?
Nah, it's the whole neighbor, man. We always play here, So we do jump rope, we do a little bit of everything. This is just an open field, you know. It belongs to both property. You know what I'm saying? So if the kids want to play there, whatever. And that's what I keep telling them. Hey, as long as you don't get in her door, you don't start throwing rocks, don't be cursing at her. It's okay. She can cut the cups whenever she wants, but. And I was trying to reason with her one day because we were all playing here. You know, the kids, everything jumped. All right, let's go. And she's like, hey, you know what? One day you guys are gonna die. And I'm like, and that's when I like, whoa.
I'm getting too much feedback on the phone from the dog.
I'm sorry?
Go someplace where he's not barking. Please, I'm getting too much feedback. I can't hear my customers. Dog. Tapping.
It's a dog. We can't stop the dog from barking.
Yeah, but it's too much feedback. Can you please at least go someplace where I'm not getting so much feedback?
That's, I mean, that's,
All right, well, you have a good one. Apparently, we can't stay in here and have a conversation with shit.
That's what I'm saying.
So.
That's what I'm saying. She's not over there, right?
Okay, what's going on?
The kid from across the street and his little buddies, they're over here, they're stepping on the signs and stuff. He brings out a puppy. He wants to put his puppy in my truck. I don't go for that.
In the bed of your truck?
Yeah.
Who?
This little child who posed for me because he thought he was being so bloody cute. That little child.
Here, Susan called the police to come out because one of the children put a puppy on her car.
And they're playing over. Bastards, and then the boys are playing.
She tells us to F off and stuff.
And she called us an N-word.
So she lived right across the street, though.
No, she lives right there.
We played right here. We played right here.
She's over there.
You see what
And
she
she come out
grass?
and starts
She doesn't want us right there, but it's a problem when we try.
Get off my F-word property.
It ain't her property. We ain't worried about it.
Yeah, that's why
she be
coming out here.
She be trying to call us every time.
She had
yell at us?
She asked.
Oh yeah.
Cause every time I walk past, she thinks we're trying to steal her truck or buy her truck.
We're not even.
How old are you?
We're 11.
Okay, yeah.
We're 11. We're up to 13, 11.
Do you even know how to drive?
No.
We explained to her that there doesn't need to be a call for service every time the kids are playing in the road or in the yard.
Well, apparently they've been stomping it. I mean, that one looks like it's been stomped out too.
Okay.
Apparently they've been stomping out her signs and like running past her windows and screaming and like ding dong ditching her and knocking on her door.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, you have like 20 kids that are under like 15.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say that it's perfectly fine that they should just deal with it, but there does come a point where you kind of have to accept that you live with a bunch of kids. You know. I mean, it's frustrating, sure, but listen, I was a little rat kid too. I'm not gonna act like I wasn't. You know, but it's not like they're not dinging them for shit.
I mean, I think we should talk to the parents and that's a big dog.
Yeah.
I think we should talk to the parents and tell them to at least keep an eye on their children because it seems like the children just run wild.
On the 2nd of June, 2023, Susan had an altercation with the kids when she threw a roller skate at them and tried to attack them with an umbrella. They told their mother, A.J. Owens, who then started walking over to Susan's house.
6403 Marion, I'm 97. I have one down. I have one elderly female barricaded in the house with a signal 0.
Station 1033.
We got Paul! Oh, y'all think you better.
I'm in front. Sheriff's Office, come outside with your hands up! This is the Marion County Sheriff's Office, come outside with your hands up! Show me your hands! Turn around! Where's your gun at?
You got hands? You got hands?
You're going to be detained.
Is there anybody else in the house?
There's somebody else in the house. Can I just get my daughter?
No, not right now.
All right.
You're not under arrest. You're being detained.
Okay, I understand.
Come over here.
Wait, please close the door. I have 2 cats inside.
Hold
I
on.
don't want the cats to run out.
AJ then knocked on Susan's door and waited. Inside her house, Susan walked over to her front door, held up a gun, and shot AJ through the door, the bullet going into her chest.
Aid, right there. She needs medical aid. Over there. Sit inside. I need you all the way inside.
Okay. I need help, though.
Okay.
I have a bad back.
I need you to hurry, though, okay? I understand you need help.
I got it.
Where's she shot at?
In her, right here in her arm. Right here.
Chest. Right side of chest.
Okay.
There's no exit.
Just keep, if she needs CPR, keep doing CPR. I don't see a lot of blood here.
Yeah, I don't see the blood either. It's probably like a 22
right now. I got her
or something.
babies.
Hey, who all was out here when it happened? Hey.
I left my iPad over there because we was playing games. I went to get it. I said, give me my iPad to her. She threw the...
Just stand right here so I know who was out here when it happened, okay?
I left my iPad over there because we were playing games. And I went to go get it. I said, give me my iPad because she had it. She dropped it, tried to throw the skates at me. And and then I got my brother. He said, come hit me with the skates. And then
All right, bud. Give me a minute. Just hang out by my car, okay?
Came and banged on the door, her window.
Okay.
The slide door. That, she banged on that, and then the door.
Okay.
And then I was on my electric scooter right here, and then I don't know where I hear a big bang.
Okay.
I was running.
Did you actually see anybody with any kind of gun, anything like that, or did you just hear?
I was here running.
Okay. What did you see after that?
I don't know, I came outside and I saw my first mom on the ground.
Okay.
Today has been a very bad day. There's something bad that's happened. And y'all seen it, y'all understand it, y'all experienced it, right? Okay. Y'all love me? Okay. Y'all love Mom? Alright. Well, I got some bad news to tell you. Mom is not coming back anymore. Come. No. Come here. Come over here. Listen to me. No, I know. Okay. It's okay. I know. It's okay. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I am sorry. I'm so sorry.
You can't go.
No, she's gone. Okay. It's alright. You guys are gonna be okay. It's alright. You guys are alright. It's okay. It's alright. Relax. You guys are alright. I know this ain't easy.
No, I know.
Right now, God, give me strength, God.
Yes.
Lord, give me strength. Lord, I need your strength right now, God. Strength right now, God. It's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. Touch her heart right now, God. Touch her, God. Give her strength.
I hate her.
Oh.
She's bothering her. She's in jail for good.
Susan was arrested and taken into custody, charged with manslaughter. Detectives then interviewed her.
Miserable headache, went inside, laid down. They finally got quiet. I came outside and the three boys were there. I'm like, guys, you're trespassing. Come on, go out of here. And he's like, I want this and I want that and fuck you and fuck this. I'm like, oh, okay, little big kids, you know, because they're all really young. And
so you say you came out and they were...
I wanted to check my truck. Every time I had my truck on one side, the kids would throw the balls and hit the truck.
Okay.
So I moved the truck to the other side, then they moved themselves to the other side. And they keep just, you know...
Just antagonizing you?
Oh, God,
Yeah.
horribly.
Okay, so when you said that you came outside and they were there, the three boys were there, where were they at?
Right in front of, you know, that little cove that's
Like
there.
the privacy fence?
They were right there.
Okay.
Right in front.
Inside the privacy fence, like
No.
on your patio or
No,
outside?
they were just right outside.
Okay.
And I'm like, guys, come on, leave. Because I wanted to check the truck and everything. And then they were like, I'm going to tell my mom. You know, I'm like, go tell your mom. I don't care, you know. And
have you had problems with them before?
Oh my God, yes. They've been harassing me last week. They came out they were actually in the vestibule area. And they were like, wake up, wake up. I was watching TV. I'm like, really, seriously? Because, you know, after a nice long shift, that's just when I want to hear these little run.
How long have you lived there?
3 years.
3 years? Okay. And how long have you been having problems with them?
Like 2 years.
2 years?
Ever since she moved.
Is it just those same three, or do you have problems with any? Does anyone else give you problems?
They want to play on that part where Charles owns and the other part. And I'm like, guys, come on.
Which part is that? I'm not sure. I don't know who Charles is.
Charles is the landlord. So there's, one of the cops came out and said, oh, it's an open lot. It's not an open lot. It's an abutment of 2 properties. I'm like, guys, come on, give me some peace, because in my apartment, there's sliding glass doors, and then I have the 2 bedrooms up front, and because it's an open concept, just you can hear everything.
Sounds travel
and it's
right
horrible, and I'm like, go play on the other side. We don't want to play on the other side. I want to play over here. I'm like, oh, good gravy, and so they just, every time they see me, they get together and scream and yell.
They live in the same building?
No, none of them live there. I was going to say, one set of kids lives there, but the other sits on the other side. They will play on your side of the road, Come on.
Okay. So they were being obnoxious out there tonight,
Oh,
and they finally got quiet, but then you go outside and the 3 of them are out there?
Yeah, and I didn't want to go any further because he's like, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you. I'm like, in the world.
Who said that?
H.I.'s kids.
Okay. So who is it?
H.I., I think her name is.
Okay.
She actually had thrown a sign at me before. She picked up the no trespassing sign and just threw it at me. She's like, here, take your fucking sign. I'm like, it's not mine, it's Charles. He doesn't want you guys here.
Mm.
So it's just, she's been in my mailboxes. She sends the kids in the mailboxes.
When did she throw a sign at you?
I want to say last year, just after I had my neck fused. I'm like, oh, good gravy.
What kind of sign? Like one of the ones you buy at the store, like a plastic, like on the
fence? It was a
fence?
metal sign with a little metal, like a real estate sign. But it had no trespassing, so it was about that by that.
Is it the same one that was out there tonight, or is it different?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They stole that sign.
So what happened tonight that led to the conclusion that...
Well, I'm like, kids, go home. So they go home, and then all of a sudden she comes out, and she is just banging on my door. I'm like, go away. I'm not dealing with you tonight. And then she started banging so hard, everything started shaking. And I'm like, you really need to leave. And then she, I'm going to kill you. And she's just banging away. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. And since she has actually harmed me, I'm like, this just keeps getting worse and worse. I'm like, I don't know what to do with her. And she banged so hard, it looked like my door was going to fly off. And I panicked. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's really going to kill me this time, And so I don't even actually remember picking up the gun. I just remember shooting.
Where do you keep the gun usually?
It's in my bedroom.
That's where you keep it? Like
keep
in a cabinet or something? Or just like...
It's just, I actually keep it in the trash can.
Okay.
Next to the bed.
Nobody would look in there probably, right?
And I didn't think about it. And I'm like, oh my God. And I just started panicking. And I really feared for my life. I mean, honest to God, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm a nervous wreck. I'm not supposed to be getting nervous or anything like this because I have an aneurysm on my left kidney artery. And so they're like, you're supposed to stay calm, you're not supposed to do anything. And this woman just keeps antagonizing me. She's got the kids calling me. I'm like, I have a doctoral degree. Do not talk to me like I am one of your peers.
Mm. So they don't really have any respect
No respect.
So AJ, she came to your door?
Oh, yeah.
And she was
pounding on it. I was like, what the hell? My cat's going to fling it.
What was she saying? Was she saying anything?
You don't talk to my sons. I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, And I was like in tears. I'm like shaking, and I'm like, oh my God. And I thought she had gone away, and then she starts banging again. I'm like, oh shit.
Did she try to come inside?
She was trying as hard as she could.
And what do you mean?
That door was moving. And I'm like, holy shit.
Did she try the door handle, or was she just beating on it to try to push it in, or what?
She was just, just trying to push it in, trying to push it in. And I was like, oh my God.
Usually, it's back.
Okay. So what was she saying again?
She's like, you can't talk to my sons that way. I'm like, you're trespassing,
So you were communicating with her through the door?
Yeah, I'm like, all right, just leave. I don't want to hear it. I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to fucking kill you. And I didn't think too much of it until she really started pounding that door. And I'm like, oh my God. Then I got scared, like terrified scared.
Now, you had initially called,
Because it was-
did you call 911 or
Yeah,
did you
I-
use the non-emergency number when you called?
When the first time, because the kids said, I'm going to kill you, and my friends kill you, I'm like, oh my God, you know, what the hell's going on now? You know, I'm like, I don't need this aggravation.
Okay. So you called, was it 911?
Yeah, I called 911.
Okay. And that was before HI came over?
Before she
Okay.
came over.
And the kid, okay, so we get like, as the deputies are responding, the call taker's talking to you, they're putting information that you're telling them into the computer, which goes to us as we're going out there. So on that call notes, there's never any mention of you saying that they said that they're going to kill you. It was more or less that they're harassing you, that they're...
Oh, no, I told the lady that they said they were going to kill me.
Okay.
No, I was very specific when I spoke.
Okay. Now, did you see who was out there at that time?
I just knew it was HX by her voice. She's screamed at me before, you know, and I'm like, oh, Gary, it's her again, you know. And I just, like I said, I just panicked and I just got so frightened. I was like, oh my God, she's really going to do it this time. She's going to kill me.
Were you still on the phone with 911 when you fired the gun?
No. I thought that the kids went, and I was like, all right, I'll go check my truck in the morning. I didn't even leave, you know, I just went back in the house and locked the doors.
So, but you had already contacted 911.
Yeah.
Did they advise you that someone was responding,
Yes,
an officer was
did.
responding?
They said someone's coming out, and they said lock the doors, you know, make sure you don't go outside. I'm like, okay, you know, usual.
Okay. And where were you at when she was pounding on the door? Were you?
I was actually in the bathroom.
You were in the bathroom. I haven't been inside, so how does it, like when you go in through the front door?
It's all open,
Okay.
so you can see kind of the bathroom right from the front door.
Okay.
So.
And you were still able to hear her?
Oh,
she
oh
was
my
able
God,
to hear
yes.
you, that you know, as far as you know?
I don't know if she was able to hear me. I mean, she was just screaming for all she was worth. I'm like, stop, you know, and just, she wouldn't stop. And, you know, just like, oh dear God.
What else was she saying besides what you told me? Was she saying anything else?
She was just, some of it was unintelligible.
Okay.
So she was just ranting.
So I noticed there's, you have a couple cameras in the house?
Yes.
Okay. And are those like Ring cameras or Arlo
They're
or?
Bling.
Blink?
Blink.
Okay.
Then I have the one at the door. But when it gets dark out, they don't pick up anything, which sucks.
Do they record sound though? Or
I
like,
have no
is it
idea.
all motion where it only records when it captures motion?
Yeah, when it captures motion.
Okay. But those are working cameras?
I don't know if the door don't pick anything up. You can look at it and stuff. I mean,
Is that through your phone that you were able to review that, or computer, or how do you? Through your phone? Okay.
But I don't think it picked it up because I didn't get a ding.
Okay. So, but prior to her coming over there and banging on your door, because we talked to a lot of people that were out there at the time, and there was some statements given to us that you had taken a tablet or picked up a tablet that was
No,
on
sir.
the ground?
Absolutely not.
No? Okay.
That's
Is it one of the older ones?
yeah.
Okay. And what was the deal with the roller skate? Because again, we talked to a lot of people who were outside and kind of witnessed some of
They
this.
keep leaving all their toys around. The other day, I almost killed myself going out. I had an early morning doctor's appointment, and I didn't see the roller skate, and I almost killed myself. I'm like, guys, you know, stop already. This is not your garbage yard. You know, and the kid's got his roller skates there, and I'm like, really, take your roller skates. I threw the roller skates. I'm like, go fetch them. You know, just enough. Because
Did you throw it at them?
Oh
or?
God, no.
Okay.
No, I just.
And what is the thing about the umbrella? You have an umbrella?
I thought it was raining before, and I walked out and it wasn't raining. I'm like, okay. So.
And you flung it at them or so, or one of them?
I wasn't even close. I was still inside the vestibule. So.
How can we explain that then with people saying, like multiple people that weren't like talking to each other, that if they were saying that that's what they saw?
I don't know. Maybe I did step out and I'm like, guys, go away, but I would never touch them.
Okay.
You know.
Maybe like swat at them with it, but not.
Exactly.
Okay.
If I did it, it was probably because I was just so, you know, like, come on.
Okay. But I know you say if you did, but is that what happened? I mean, we got to kind of get specific about this because it's big. It's a big deal.
I understand.
Someone's dead.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Susan barely mentions her own actions leading up to the shooting that left a mother of 4 dead.
Honest about everything. After you fired the round, what did you do?
She said, ow, and I'm like, oh my God, I hit her. It just, clicked, I hit her. I was like, Jesus Christ. And I thought I just, nicked something.
Mm-hmm.
I never ever.
And what did you go out there?
No.
You didn't go out there?
No.
Did you call 911 back?
Yes, I did call 911.
And what did you say?
And I said, she was pounding on my door and I shot my gun. Well, I'm pretty sure that's what I said.
Okay.
And she was threatening me, and she was saying, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you. So.
Is it feasible to say that this is just got to a boiling point for you that you couldn't take it anymore? And because again, if this stuff happened in the past, I get it, but we're talking about a specific event tonight where she didn't make it a point that she was trying to come in. She was trying to get your attention to say, apparently, to stop throwing things at her kids. Whether you actually, I know, kids can lie, I get it. And I'm just saying, whether that actually happened or not, that's what she believed, because that's what she was told by her one of her sons. So she was coming over there does that ring a bell of her telling you not to be throwing things? No? What specific words do you recall that she said?
I just remember her saying, don't talk to my sons that way, and I'm going to fucking kill you. I mean, that's what I heard. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
And you're sure when you were on the phone with 911, you told them that she said that?
I'm almost positive.
Yeah, I mean, if someone was, the reason why I ask is because, like, if someone, let's say I'm not a police officer, or, right, and I'm just at my house and someone's, like, beating on my door saying, I'm going to kill you or I'm going to fucking kill you, oh my God. They're banging on my door. They're saying they're going to kill me. Like, that's a very fear-provoking statement when something, if you're in a legitimate fear that someone's going to come through your door and kill you, if you're already on the phone.
I wasn't on the phone, though. I was in the bathroom when she started.
You weren't on the phone with 911?
No, I was already off the phone with 911.
Okay, so she had already maybe made that statement before you even called.
So, the second time?
Anytime.
I was going to say the second time, when I called, she had already said it.
Okay.
So.
But the second time you called was after you had fired the gun? Okay. So.
And maybe I misunderstood, because what my understanding was before I had to walk out of the room was that when she was knocking on your door,
it wasn't a knock.
The way I understand, you said that it got worse. Like so I'm starting off with and then we're gonna get harder.
She started off banging on that door, and it was.
But during that initial time is when you had said before that she had made the statement that she was going to kill you.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's important that we learn the details, so that way as we gather and collect evidence, the details are what help us piece that together so we can see the big picture, right?
I used to be terrified of firearms, and then when the first time she threw the things at me and she was just so horrible to me, I just had neck surgery, and I'm like, she could have really killed me, and I just was like, oh dear God, she was just violent.
So your door is kind of like, probably not wood or whatever, but you can't really see through it. There's no windows or anything like that. And I know your sliding door is a little further over, but something that he mentioned, as far as our training, when we have to go through making a judgment decision where we might have to pull the trigger, we have to know what we're firing at as an adult. My question is, how do you know what you're firing at when you're firing through a door that you can't see through, when you don't know if there's also a child outside standing there, Or, I mean, basically I'm asking you, what were you aiming at and what were you intending to do when you fired that gun?
I was just fearful of my life. And I was just like, go away, go away. That's all I could think of was just get out of the situation, just go away already.
In August 2024, after a week-long trial, the jury took less than 3 hours to find Susan guilty of manslaughter. She is now awaiting sentencing and is facing up to 30 years in prison.